Hello and welcome to Life as It Is with me, Dora Middleton. In this segment today, I would like to talk about blackfishing and what that is for those of you who don't know. It's when someone of Caucasian race decides to use artificial tanning and makeup to manipulate their facial features in order to appear to have some type of black African ancestry. They've had a influencer by the name of Emma Hellberg that caught a lot of heat because of the fact that she was doing it. And she was not the only one that was doing it. I mean, YouTube was full of YouTube and Instagram. They were full of these Caucasian women wearing that type of makeup and darkening their skin a lot to look like they were black. Okay, see, the problem with that is they want to be black without dealing with the other issues of a real black woman. Okay, and some people also compare blackfishing to being blackface. And I happen to think that both are not right. And there is a lot of other people out there that feel the same way. I think it's disrespectful. I can remember a time when it was years ago. It was the soap opera, The Young and the Restless, I believe, where they had a black guy that wanted a higher position in a company, and they actually turned him white. They used a bunch of makeup on him in this season of soap opera, and he was parading as a white man. He got the position he wanted. He got the power that he wanted in this soap opera. And people didn't like it. They had a problem with that. And this was coming from Caucasian people having a big problem with the fact that the network decided to have this guy pretend to be white when he was actually a black guy, which it's entertainment. So it didn't bother me, basically, like it bothered others. But now that as years has gone by, I see what they were talking about. I don't think they should have done it then either. I know it was just a part in a soap opera, but I don't think anyone should do that because I think it's a form of disrespect. So I can't approve of it now. Years after, I see where they were coming from, with the fact that they were angry, because it angers me to see all of these women parading on the internet as a black woman and they're not black, just to get jobs promoting products. It's not right, because you're going to get these jobs and you're, being the way you are, being a Caucasian woman, you will get the jobs before a black woman get them. And it's sad to say, but we all know that's true. So because you're deciding to fix your makeup to look like us, you're taking away from jobs that a real black woman could have. And the sad thing about it is that these sponsors know that these women they're not black. They know this, but they still hire them to promote hair products that's for our hair. Promote things that benefit us. So you're promoting something that you don't even know how it works. You don't know anything about this product, but they are allowing you to promote it because you're blackfishing. So it's okay, they feel, but it's not. How can you sell me something if you don't use the product? How can you tell me it works or if it does not work? Because you can't use it because it's not made for your type of hair, or it's not made for you. And I think that's wrong, and I think that's disrespectful. And I think the companies that are paying these people to do this should be ashamed of themselves. And it's a lot of big companies out there that's allowing this to take place. These women are making money pretending to be black. Okay, if you want to do the whole blackfishing, then take everything else with it. The problems that we have as black women, the harassment, the hatred, the teasing, the bullying, telling us how our features are not beautiful because our lips are too full or our skin is too dark. And, but this is what you're paying Caucasian women, that's blackfishing, to promote these features, to make their noses look like ours a little bit, their lips to be fuller. And we all know that being a Caucasian woman, most of their lips are thinner. They don't have full lips like ours. Okay. And I don't approve of what they're doing, but this is the way they're doing it. Rather than hire a black woman, you would rather hire a white woman pretending to be a black woman. You rather hire a white woman that's pretending to be a black woman than hire the real thing. And then for people to do all these stories and write these articles saying, oh, it's okay, it's nothing wrong with it, they're not harming anyone. Yeah, they are. It's disrespectful. It's very disrespectful when you have a whole line of black and brown women out there that can do the promotion of these products that are actually brown-skinned women, black-skinned women, but you want to go get a full Caucasian woman that wants to paint her face with all of this makeup and become a black or brown woman. That's not cool. And it shouldn't be done. But I can't stop it, But I understand why a lot of black and brown women were complaining and why everything was in such an uproar, because it's not right. It is not right. So they're making money off products they don't even use. You're helping this company sell products that you can't even use. It's not made for you. You can't put that in your hair. You can't. And one thing I don't like is when someone tries to sell me something that they can't use themselves, because they can't give me a real perspective on the product because they can't use it, have never used it. So basically I'm natural. I'm all natural. My hair is natural. So you mean to tell me you have this Caucasian woman that has on all this makeup to make herself appear to be black or Hispanic, okay, Arab, or whatever the case may be. You have this Caucasian woman in this makeup trying to sell me products for natural hair that they can't even use. Okay, so it pisses me off, because you can get on there and say, oh, I used it and it works well and it's this and it's that, and then I put the stuff in my hair and my hair is falling out and it's tangled up and it's all clunked up, and okay, it's false advertisement. So you just lied to me. You've lied to me. That's what I'm saying. And that's what I don't like. Do you think that less of us to do that to us as black women, to sell us products based off of someone else saying that it works and they're not even able to use the products in their own hair? But that's why I've made it a point not to even go by anyone else's reviews on makeup, hair products, or anything else. I go by my own review of it. So I test it in my own hair. That's the way I do it, because I don't trust what they're doing anymore. So if I see a product that I've never used, I just pray to God it does not take my hair out, have it falling out, and I use the product. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, I go on to the next product. And when I find a product that I like, I'll use it for a couple of months and then I'll switch up to something else, because the truth be told, you cannot constantly use the same products, because your hair gets so used to it. It's just going to be the same. It's not going to do anything for your hair. Okay, it's not going to grow it. It's not going to condition it. It's not going to do anything because your hair is so used to it. So every few months, I use a different type of hair product in my hair. But I've made sure that I don't go by any reviews off of YouTube or Facebook or Instagram or anything, because you can't trust what's going on. Everyone's out for that dollar. Everyone's out to be internet famous. Everyone has a hidden agenda, and all I want is a good product. So I've just decided that when it comes to myself and my children, I use the product and I make sure that the product works. If it does, I use it. If it doesn't, I trash it and keep it moving. But I just wanted to do this segment on blackfishing because I don't approve of it. I think it's just like blackface, and it's a form of disrespect. I think it should stop. It shouldn't be allowed. And the people that's hired these women to pretend to be a woman of color should really be ashamed of themselves. And we need to do something to make this type of behavior cease. It needs to stop. Why on earth would you decide that this is okay? Who felt that this was okay? You had to know that you were going to rub black women or women of color, black and brown people. You knew you were going to rub every one of us the wrong way by allowing this, but you didn't care. See, I've done so many segments about how at the end of it all, when it comes to the way black women feel, people brush it off like, who cares? Like they don't care about how we are feeling about a situation. And that's really sad. It's like we don't matter at all. And why is that? Why is it that everyone is so quick to say, oh, whatever, like our feelings mean nothing. We can do what we want. Who cares if they like it? Who cares if they don't? This is the way we feel every day in life, being a black woman. We are mistreated. We are talked down on. We are criticized. You name it. We have to deal with it being a black woman in this world today. And it shouldn't be like that, but I don't see it changing anytime soon. And I think that as black women, we need to continue to protest the fact that this is taking place and bring these people out and show what's going on, because I watched the interview with this Emma Hallberg, I believe that's how she pronounces her name, Emma Hallberg, where she said, oh, I wasn't trying to be black. I wasn't blackfishing. Yes, you were. Admit what you're doing. I've always been the type of person to admit when I'm wrong, and she's wrong and she's lying. Okay, just admit you wanted to make money. You wanted to be able to do this ad. You wanted to be paid to do this. So you were okay blackfishing. And now that you've been called out on it, you and several others, a lot of others, you don't want to admit what you've done wrong. Just admit your wrongdoing and stop it and continue with your life. It's not that hard to do. But you're not going to do that because there's the money behind it. You want that money. Okay? But I need to take a brief break and I will be right back. Hello and welcome back to Life as It Is with me, Dora Middleton. In this segment, I've been talking about blackfishing and blackface and if there's a difference. Okay, I've given a little information earlier in the segment about blackfishing. So now I want to go over and talk a little bit about blackface. Okay, and what blackface is when people, meaning black people, would darken their skin by using things like shoe polish or grease paint or burnt cork, and they would paint on very big lips and over exaggerated features. And this had its peak in popularity during an era when in the United States there had been recently emancipated slaves, okay, which triggered racial hostility from the Caucasian race. Okay, so they used to have these people paint blackface on, and they had to perform in rooms full of white people. Is what I'll never forget seeing when I was growing up, watching these shows like Shirley Temple and things like that. And you'll have these people in blackface just dancing, and you have the Caucasians just clapping and thinking it's just, it's just so much entertainment in it for them. And I didn't like it then, and I definitely don't like it now. And I just think that all of it needs to stop. I think that blackfishing is just a new age name for blackface. I think that it's all the same. It shouldn't be done. It shouldn't have been done back then, and it should not be done now. Okay? I think that everyone needs to learn that there's a stopping point to stupidity. Okay? And as a race, we shouldn't have to tell you, we shouldn't have to point this out to you. This is disrespectful. This brings back memories to people, to our ancestors, about everything that's happened to them back in the day, the things they had to see. We shouldn't have to keep telling you all, this is not right. How would you feel if we all got together and decided, okay, let's try to be Caucasian for a day. Let's paint ourselves white. Let's put on all this light makeup and make ourselves white and see how it'll work out for us. Would you like it? I mean, would you like if we were parading around in front of you and acting that way? You wouldn't like it. People are so quick to write it off and say, I don't know what the problem is. Why is everyone so upset? Because you're being disrespectful. You're being very disrespectful. And as a race, we shouldn't have to point out all the racist things that some people do out there when they know they shouldn't be doing it. There's absolutely no reason why we should have to even point this out. You know it's wrong. Come on now. You know it's wrong. The ad agencies, these companies, all of these people, these products the makeup products, the hair products, all of these people that wants their products promoted knows all of this is wrong. It's just a new age blackface that they've changed to blackfishing, And I think it needs to stop. There is so much out here. I mean, I know race is such a touchy subject to a lot of people. They don't want to talk about it because they think if they talk about it, it's going to make them have to sit up and listen to everything, to every complaint that the black or brown people might have about the racism. So they don't want to talk about it. The other race of people don't want to talk about it. So they figure, let me just keep my mouth shut and make it seem like I don't even know what's going on here. So we don't have to talk about it. You know how in school, when you didn't want to be called on by your teacher, you're just kind of sit in the corner and kind of look away thinking that she's not going to call you, knowing that you're going to be the first one that she calls because she knows you're hiding. That's how it is. Okay? You think that you can hide from the truth. And if you ignore it, it's going to go away. It's not going to go away. Racism is not going to go away. And people have got to understand that until you accept the fact that racism is here at this day and age, that, it's going to be here. We will never be able to squash it until everyone acknowledges the fact that it's here and it's not going anywhere. So basically, I'm doing this segment because I just want to open everyone's eyes to why everyone is so upset about the fact that they feel that there's a lot of Caucasian women that's blackfishing on the internet because it's compared to blackfacing, and there's a lot of hurt that comes from blackface. Okay, it's both the same, just different names, and it's not right. And I think that everyone should continue to protest the fact that this is happening until these companies stop using these Caucasian women that's in blackface. And I'm not even going to call it blackfishing. I'm going to call it blackface because that's what it is. The only difference I see with the whole thing is back in the day when it was blackface, it was like dark charcoal black, just was so dark. But now, back in the day, it was blackface, of course, and it was not a it was this, it looked ugly. Okay. You know what I'm saying? It looked so ugly, and it was meant to look that way. That's the way that the Caucasians wanted it to look when they were making them perform in front of them and their colleagues and their families and dance around like they were just a circus clown. Okay. But this day and age with the blackfishing, these are women and they just wear their makeup to look like shades, our shades, and it's not ugly. It's actually most of them are really beautiful. They look beautiful, but for people like me that can tell the difference, that's not a real black woman, because oh yes, you can tell. It does not take a rocket scientist to see that these women are not real black women. And you can look right at them and say, oh, okay, that's a lot of makeup. Okay. That's not natural, but they're beautiful. Some of them are beautiful. Okay. So basically what I'm saying is, with the whole black fishing, they're not looking like monsters like when they had us doing the blackface back in the day. These women are pretty. It's just that they're not black. These are Caucasian women pretending to be black or brown. Hello and welcome back to Life as It Is with me, Dora Middleton. And in today's segment, I've been talking about blackfishing and blackface. And before the break, we were talking about how Caucasian women are making themselves look black or brown due to makeup, just so that they can promote products that are used by black women. I've stated in this segment that I don't approve of it. I hate to say it, but I think it's bullshit, because why are you so against hiring real black women to promote products that is to be sold to real black women? Why do you feel you want to stick a Caucasian woman in basically blackface, but call it blackfishing, to promote your product and tell us that they use it and we should buy it? That's not cool. That's showing that as a black woman, you have no respect for us. And you feel that we are basically you're saying we're too stupid to even understand or know that these are not black women. But we know that these are Caucasian women pretending to be black women. You could tell. You can look right at them and say, wow, she's not black. We know other black women. We're not dumb. Society seems to feel that black women are dumb, uneducated, that they're not woke, that they don't know the difference, and that they'll deal with any old bullshit and think it's okay. No, that's not true. And I know definitely it's not true for me. Okay. And I'm here to say I've had it. I have had it with these big corporations. I've had it with all of these people out here disrespecting black women like we don't count. Okay. There's things that they say and do where black women are concerned. You would never catch them saying anything like that about any other race of women, whether it's Chinese or, anyone else, Hispanic, white. No, but for some reason, everyone zooms in on black women and think that you can do and say anything you want and mistreat them in any kind of way, and they're just going to suck it up and deal with it. No, we're not going to suck it up and deal with it. Because me personally, I'm going to call your ass out. I'm going to call you out and let you know what you're doing wrong. And I'm going to tell you it's going to stop. Okay? I've never been the type to allow anyone to disrespect me. I don't give a damn who you are. I don't care who you are. I don't deal well with disrespect. If I'm giving you respect, you will respect me. I don't care if you don't like it, you will. Okay? And I let that be known. I mean, we all need to stand up and let these people out here that's disrespecting us know we're not taking it anymore. But the sad thing is, what I see happening on this internet is, especially YouTube, I see black women, my black woman, my fellow black woman, arguing amongst each other about who's lighter, who's dark, who's considered pretty, who's considered ugly. We already have a bunch of nonsense that's thrown our ways every day, every single day. So you mean to tell me, rather than deal with what's in front of you and all this other stupidity that's going on and all the disrespect and racism that we have to encounter as a black woman or black race, period, you all want to get on the internet and argue with each other about who's brighter and who's darker and who's pretty. We are all beautiful black women that come in all beautiful black shades, okay? Black and brown shades. We come in all different shades. So why do you waste your time arguing about who looks better and who's too dark or who's too light? You're making everyone just sit back and watch these videos and laugh at us. They're laughing at us. And they're laughing at black women like we're the butt of the joke. Because if people like you, my fellow black women that's on YouTube, making an ass out of yourselves. Okay? Like, we are not discriminated against by the other races already. So we just screw each other around and get on the internet and talk about who's too dark, who's dark and ugly, who's light skinned and thinks she's all this and that, and whose hair is nappy, whose hair is straight, and whose hair is this, whose hair is that. Shut the hell up and grow the hell up. Okay? I'm going to say what the average person of a different race is probably saying right now that won't say it on recording or anywhere else. Shut your ass up and grow up. Hell, you're all black. You're all black and you're all beautiful. Understand that. Okay, uplift each. Hello and welcome back to Life as It Is with me, Dora Middleton. In this segment, I've been talking about blackface and blackfishing. And before the break, I was talking about how as black women, we need to uplift each other and stop downgrading one another. Stop making it seem like you're better than the next woman. Okay, we're all black women. We are all beautiful. Just because one person may be a shade lighter than the next doesn't make her more beautiful than the one that's 2 shades darker than her. We all come in all beautiful shades of black. And until we realize that and come together and stand together to fight the discrimination that we deal with every day in life as a black woman, then everyone's always going to use us as a way to use us against each other. Okay, basically, because they're making it seem like women that might have natural hair is not as pretty as the woman that has the straight hair or the long straight weave. Society is making a mockery of all of us. Okay, they're making all of us seem stupid because they're watching us argue amongst each other. Even I could take it back and go as far as these shows that we all watch. Well, I don't watch it. I have to say, I'm going to be honest, I don't watch it. I used to, but I got tired of seeing my black people argue and call each other names. So I'm not even going to mention the show, but it's a reality show. I don't watch it anymore because I was tired of one black woman telling her, oh, your hair is nappy and you black as hell and you're this and that. I don't watch that. I don't want to see my people downgrade each other like that because that's bullshit. All right. That's ridiculous and it's not necessary. I want to see a show that sends out positive vibes, everyone uplifting one another, women not downgrading the next because they feel that she's not as bright as she should be, okay, or she's not as skinny as she should be. I want to see a show where There's no body shaming, okay? There is no bullying because of hair, because of facial structure, because of skin complexion. Give us a show like that and I'll watch it. But it seems like when they make shows for us, they're never anything positive. It always seems like they're dealing with drugs and kill death, you know, everything to make it seem like this is all that we do within our race is kill each other over money and over drugs and over power. Why can't we have a show where it just speaks positivity in every area? Let us show that, because there's a lot of happy black homes out there. Okay? But they want to make it seem like there's no mother and father in the same home with the children. The kids don't go to college, or the kids, they don't prosper. It's not like that. There is a lot of families out there that have both parents in the home and they're living with the nice house, the great jobs, the picket fence and the dog, okay? But society does not want to show that part. They only want to show the bad. That's why I say they're okay with the way all of this is playing out on the internet, because this is the same way they do it in the movies. Okay? In the sitcoms, this is what they do. They have us at each other's throats. And we fall for it. We as a race, we fall for the BS. We fall for it. And everybody just sit back and laugh because the joke is on us. Okay? They're laughing at us. Again, it's like we're running around. We're the circus act. And everyone's surrounding us and we're in the middle of it making fools out of ourselves because of all the stupidity. People, get a grip. Okay? Get a grip. Stop downgrading each other. Stop talking trash about each other, disrespecting one another. We're all black. We're all in this together. At the end of the day, you may think you're light skinned, you may think you're dark, you may think you're caramel, you may think you're beige. Whatever you are in the eyes of everyone else in this world, your ass is black. You're black. You are black. And one thing is, black is beautiful. Accept who you are. Embrace your blackness is what I'm trying to tell everyone out there. Embrace it. And stop with the craziness. Stop allowing people to have you not like who you are inside or outside. Uplift one another. Compliment each other. Let them see that we are a race of people that's filled with love, compassion. Let them see that we care for one another. Right now, they don't see that. So that's why they treat us like animals. Okay? That's why people are out there treating us like we don't mean shit. Okay? Like our lives don't mean nothing. Like we're not worthy to be on a television show. Like we're not worthy to do anything or have anything that's good, because of the way we are acting now amongst each other. They're sitting back and they're looking at this. So they figure, oh, well, let them do them. We'll keep our lives on over here and it's going to keep going and we're going to keep being successful and making all this money and we're going to have them fighting with each other. If you all don't understand this is what's going on, you never will. It needs to stop, okay? I can do segments on this all day long. But are you hearing me? I really don't know. I hope so. And I'm sending this message out to not just my black people. I'm sending it out to everyone. Black, white, Chinese, Hispanic, Arab, everyone. This segment, everyone should listen to it. Because I want everyone to see that all of this needs to stop. All this nonsense really needs to stop. Everyone needs to get it together. God created all of us. We all came from one person. One person. So when you're trying to say, well, you're this and you're that, just remember, he created all of us. Okay? Every last one of us. We're all brothers and sisters. Okay? We came from one person. That's God up above. So deal with it. No race is any better than the next. We are all the same. We need to start treating each other with respect, And we need to acknowledge the fact that one race is not better than the next. We are all the same. And to my black people out there, we need to get to come together and stop all of this bullshit amongst each other. Hell, we're fighting each other, and everyone else done. They're standing aside and laughing. Get it together, people. Get it together. Stop with the nonsense. Look at yourselves. And all of you that's black and you're on these reality shows, get it together and see that you can do better. You can do better amongst each other. You can stop disrespecting each other and do better. Okay? Well, that's my segment of Life as It Is today with me, Dora Middleton, on Blackface and Blackfishing. And until next time, I will talk to you later.